Hey guys, it's Mark from parkflyers.com. So today we're going to take another look at the Vortex 223S. This time I took my car and I actually transformed it into a super Vortex. We upgraded a couple of components over and above what we did on the original upgrade. As we mentioned, I just want to go over what we did on the regular Vortex. This is a car I just recently put together for a customer, and this is based on the original recommendations. So let's go through this first. So the first thing we do is we actually put a ProTech 40 millimeter high RPM fan. It's a much better, much faster fan, much more capable than the stock fan, and it really does cool the motor down better. A cooler motor means a cooler speed control, and that means this will never burn out. On the original Vortex we took this out on 95-degree weather day last year, and this burnt up on us. So what we did was we replaced this, and then we put this fan on it, and then we didn't have problems. To make it even safer so it wouldn't burn out again, we put a heat sink with a sticky back on the motor. This extends the cooling mechanically, and it really does, with the fan and this little heat sink, it really does make this run a lot cooler. Probably close to 16 to 18 degrees cooler in a stock system, and it does make a difference. If you have a Vortex, you want to get these two upgrades right away. We have them on our website. They're listed under this video. Please support us and buy them. It's going to help your car out a lot. We also, like I said, we put these 1 ounce each weight, so it's 2 ounces here, right on the front servo, set back about 10 millimeters so it doesn't interfere with this little slider here. This helps keep the front down so that when you launch the car, it's very light up front. It's still going to lift up, but it's not going to lift up as violently, and it's going to be more controllable. So we highly recommend getting that. We also put 2 weights stick to the cover, so that's a total of 4 ounces in the front, and it really does make the car, I would say, launch better and just overall drive better. One of the biggest upgrades you can do to your car is putting a Traxxas caster link set. They're 3644 is the item number. You just put them, you replace the stock caster links with these. You have too much caster in the back. I think it goes up to like 5 degrees. And when the car squats and takes off, these kind of cant in too much. And then you have very low contact patch. It's limited, so the car doesn't grip as good. It slips too much. And you have a premature tire wear on the inside of the wheel, where when we do this little upgrade here, we have -1 degree of camber, and then you basically get even wear, and it takes off a lot better, grips better. Overall is going to drive a lot better, and we highly recommend that. You need these little pieces here if you're going to do that. For the 3644, in addition to that, you need 2545, these little spacers, and then you need to use the metal portion on one side of the camber link. This is item number 1942. You get both of those from Traxxas. They're on our website. Please support us again. And yeah, this is the Vortex that we upgrade. This is the original upgrade that we do for most of our customers. We sell it with an S155 Spectrum charger. $74.99, doesn't break the bank. And then the punch pack's 5400 100C. It's cheaper and it performs better than the Spectrum battery pack. So you have more runtime, a better C rating for a lower price, and it fits right in there. It's again like the Spectrum battery. It's a tight fit, but it does go in there, and it actually performs very well in this setup right here. I took my Vortex to the next level, and the first thing is I did a custom body. I bought a clear body and I painted it the way I liked it. I put stainless steel screws front and back so that when the car, scratches up and flips over, it doesn't have those black screws that kind of look really bad after you scratch them up. Stainless just looks better even when they're worn in. It looks really good, and they're just much better screw. We did a custom Monster Energy fade into the green. It looks great. And anyway, you can do a custom body to your liking. We did that one. The other thing I did was I changed the wheels and tires to loose RC. On the fronts, I did uphill STs, and I did the Hummer STs in the back. These are belted tires, so they're not going to really lose their shape under full acceleration. I felt that the car was a lot more fun, and it handled better. We custom painted the rings on these because they're removable, and we did it to the body color, so it really matches. It looks really good. And I think if you do that, you'll be very happy with it. We also went with a aluminum shock, front and rear. These are going to be more consistent than the stock shocks. They're made out of better materials. We have these on our website. They're $64.99 for a set of 4. The fronts obviously are a different size than the rears, so it comes with all four, and it does come with the oil inside the shocks. So check that out. The other thing that we did to the car is we added an aluminum, I would call it a carrier kit from GPM. It's about 70 bucks. It has all the carriers and machined aluminum. They're beautiful. So here's the rear, okay? And then the front, you have the steering block and the caster block. So that basically hits all the corners. It's gonna make the car a lot more durable. It also looks better. I wouldn't do the aluminum arms. GPM makes aluminum arms for the Vortex and the Gorgon. I would not use aluminum arms on any car. It degrades the performance by a lot. It makes the car very, very heavy and sluggish. It doesn't handle well, and you do not want aluminum A-arms on any car that you buy. Just make a note of that. Anyway, one of the most important upgrades from either of these cars, and it's very cheap, it's about $8, is the diff fluid. So the diff fluid that comes in this car is basically a very cheap low-end grease. They put it in the differential, and the performance is terrible. I experimented with different types of weights. I went back and forth, and I spent a lot of time doing this. And the final consensus is you want to put 100K in the rear differential. So you want to open up the rear diff. It's very easy to get to. There's 4 screws on the bottom of the car. Take these screws out. The differential will pop out. Now, when you take it out, you have to remove all the grease. And when you put the oil in the differential, make sure to fill it up all the way. The car is going to perform night and day. It is one of the biggest upgrades you can do to your Vortex. And the item number on this is 5130. We're going to put the link below. If you can buy it from us, we really appreciate that. But all in all, this is one of the most fun you could have for the money. $259.99 out of the box. It does 53 miles an hour. It's one of the fastest cars for the money, and we highly recommend it. This is my personal car, and we sell these by the boatload because of the price. Anyway, this is Mark signing off from parkflyers.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, and have a great day.